Yeah.
You are Canadian.
I am, yeah.
And you have a passion for graphic design.
Graphic design is my passion. What is this?
I would like you to critique this for $100.
Whoa.
To critique the Seattle Metropolitans hockey team logo.
When did this team exist?
Do you want to take a guess first?
The 30s?
Lower.
The 1910s.
1915 to 1924.
Wow.
It was Seattle's last, I believe, professional hockey team.
Until
the Kraken.
until the Kraken? Because it took people that long to forget about this.
About this logo.
So, hold on. Okay, here's the problem I have with it. Doing the word Seattle inside the S is a questionable decision, but you could have maybe gotten away with it, except like, okay, an S you can sort of turn upside down. So the S within the S, the small S, the S at the beginning of Seattle, could be either way. The E is on an angle into the narrow part of the S facing one direction. The A is on an angle facing a different direction. The T's are on the same... The T's are both straight up and down. One of the T's is just floating. Well, they're on a slight tilt, but like they're not on the same... They're not following the angle of the curve of the S. And then the L is back now the other way.
Yeah.
You can't... I see what they were trying to do, and they did it in the most chaotic way possible.
I would love someone to actually calculate the angles that each of those are on and tell me that they are all different.
Oh, absolutely.
It feels like the person who designed this thought that the S went the other way.
Yeah.
And was like, oh, okay, it'll go like this. And they laid out all the letters and everything, and then somebody else was like, no, you have the S backwards. And they were like, oh, this is due tonight. Like, I don't have anything else. It's real...
Yeah, this is big, like, 4 o'clock on a Friday energy.
Yeah.
Like, you should not... It should have been something you worked through, right? It's like, oh, we take an S, we put Seattle in it, and then you spend, maybe an hour or so trying to figure out the way to make that work, and then ultimately go, okay, that doesn't work. So I'll do something else.
Right.
Because this does not flow.
If this took more than one take, I hope that person had a nice pension.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love the idea that this might have gone through revisions. You know?
Alex, look at this logo.
Oh!
Look at the ways that the letters in the S are facing. I've caused him pain. Also, why is the big S slightly canted?
Graphic design is my passion.
Why is the big S not?
Is it? Oh,
It is.
Yeah.
It's like slightly off.
That's
I
awful.
don't know, Jim. Can you make that L just a little bit canted to the left? A little bit more. It's not quite right.
What does it even say?
It says, it says Seattle.
It's supposed
What?
to say Seattle, but it's
Who-
not. But like the letters are flipping turnwise.
I don't like
Who
that
would-
at
yes.
all.
Who are the rivals of the Seattle Metropolitans?
Good taste.
Well, they beat the Montreal Canadiens to win the Stanley Cup in 1917. So
They did win a
I would just...
They are Stanley Cup winners.
I'm just wondering if their main
So is our
rivals
team.
was like a team of graphic designers. You know? And it was psychological warfare.
What's even better is apparently, I didn't actually know this, but it makes sense. The Seattle Kraken logo did took the S as an homage as part of like the S of their logo.
Oh, that makes sense.
They took the big S, the normal looking S,
Yeah.
and kept it as part of the logo for that reason.
Though the Kraken has some of the best branding of any NHL team I've ever seen.
Yeah, we do.
The Kraken.
Except for their mascot.
Bowie is perfect, and I will wreck you.
We spent a long time talking about Borpo the other day. We don't need to go.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Whatever their name is.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
Just be over here thinking about baseball.
Yeah.
Andrew, in response to your question, it seems that the likely, without knowing the inter team dynamics, the likely rival team for the Seattle Metropolitans would have been the Vancouver Millionaires, who in the same era were the second best team behind the Seattle Metropolitans.
Let's go.
How are they such a good team and then they folded after 9 years?
Yo, it was the 20s. I imagine that just lots of things
yeah.
went bad.
The depression.
Oh, like the Spanish flu pandemic was referenced in the Wikipedia article, so
Ooh,
probably
wow.
not great.
I actually saw a great little anecdote. I think this was in a TikTok about because they've started a women's league,
Yeah.
right? And someone was like, so how do you think, do you think this is going to succeed or whatever? And the interviewee was like, I just want to stress to everyone listening that the NHL failed several times before its current iteration. At one point, they all shut down because all the owners didn't want to keep playing the Maple Leafs. So, like, to be like, oh, do you think that this women's league is going to work? It's like, hopefully, but if it doesn't, it'll still only have one failure,
Yeah.
whereas the NHL have had many.
Maybe give them the same number of chances that
Yeah,
you gave the
exactly,
men,
yeah.
rather than just being.
Yup.
Yeah.
Someone put a remake of the Seattle. Hopefully, not like remake in Seattle. Was that something you did? Like, it's better,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's still like, congrats that it's better, but it's not quite there.
Graham, you asked why they shut down,
Yeah.
and it is because they were unable, in 1928, they were unable to find a replacement arena for the Seattle Ice Arena.
Seattle Ice Arena.
Yes, and so
What a
they
great
folded
name.
the team because they couldn't find a place for them to play.
Huh.
Bummer.
Rip.
And then apparently their association went under.
Ah, hey, whoa. 50905 from Monad Burrito there.
Oh, dang.
Ooh.
That's one of our. Oh, and now we're at 4505.
Nice!
Oh my god.
We're back
We just
again.
545. So Monad Burrito must have been the one who got us.
That's been the Wang Dangs.
Dang.
The Wang Dangler.
Thank you,
That's
Monad.
amazing. Thank you.
Also, to your point of Kraken branding, the Kraken Pride branding is so sick.
Oh, yeah.
Our Pride merch every year
It's-
is wildly beautiful.
What I love about it is that it's threatening Pride merch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No,
It's like, don't bust with us.
Yeah. Corey, can we show the image Tonola just posted in chat? the fixed Seattle
Oh, would wear that.
the fixed Seattle logo. Yeah, I'd wear that one.
Amazing.
I'm so glad their modern branding is not that.